Hi friends, today we will see the scopes. What is the scope? First of all, what is the scope? Scope is the region or area in which our variables are functions able to access are to visible. Scope is basically a region or area. Our defined are declared variables are functions able to access. Variable are functions able to access in that region only. One second, friends. Scope is a region. Scope is the region. Basically, our declared variables are defined functions able to access in that region are visible only. Scope. There are scope is the region. Scope is the region of a program where a particular declared variables are defined functions are able to visible or accessible in the region the region only. Once again, friends, I'm repeating. Don't worry. Scope is the region or area. Our declared variables are defined functions able to visible or accessible in the region only. Types of the scopes, global scope, global scope, local scope, and built-in scope. We will see this built-in scope and built-in scope in the last. First, we will see the global scope. Global scope is a where if you define in the variable or if you define in the if you declare a variable in the global scope, it is able to visible to the entire the program. If you define like a is equals to something or number equals to something 1 2 2 0. If you want to access in this number, we can access like this. If you see, if you exclude this one, test.py. See, 1220 we got. If you want to access this global variable in the function like my something function, here my something my something function number for the namesake. For the namesake, I have given that my something and number here. This is the global global function. Global scope or global we can take directly. Global we can take. See, we are able to access the here or here. Okay, I did not call. That's why I did. If we call this function, we try to call this function. Python test.py. My something is equals to 1220, global is equals to 1220. See, I am able to get the element from the number. I'm able to get the number element like data from the number here. My something in the function also I'm able to access. These are the global. If you try to modify that number like number equals to 1222. We try to modify this number. I'm changing this number same, but here, see here, output. See, my something is 1220. I did not get any error, but my something in the sound in the function itself, in the function, my something it is taking that 1220, but global is still that 1220 only. What, sorry, one second, friends. My something function 1222, but global is 1220 still. It is not changing this variable. It is not changing this number variable, global number variable. It was only the creating the new variable with the scope of the function. It is a making the function scope. Like it is a local scope to the function. It is a creating the one local scope that number is equals to 1222, and if you access this number, it is trying to take this local scope first. If you're not there here, like this number is not there, the number is not there. See here, we will get Python test.py. See, we will get the global. What is the number present in the global? It is take that number. If you try to give that number is equals to 1222, my number is equals to, it will take the first in the local, then it is, if not the local, then it is take from the global. That is the concept of the, it actually, it is the concept of the lexical environment, one concept is there in the JavaScript. In this Python also, it will use that, like, first it is, see in the, in the local in your local scope. First it is see in the local scope whether it is my any variable is present in the local scope or not. If not present, it will see in the globally. If you try to modify also, see number equals to number plus something I'm changing, like some 10 I'm increasing, some 10 number I'm increasing, some 10 I'm increasing. See, consider P1. See, my something function is written the 1232. Global still is the 1220 only, which is not affecting on the variable. What I am changing in the function, it is not affecting on the global function. Sorry, global scope variable like number. It is in the number is equals to number plus 10. So try to use this in the before also, no problem. See, we got the global is equals to 1220 and my something is equals to 1232. See, again I'm excluding 1232, but replace 1232, this one is 1220, this one is. If we try to access the global variable inside, if we try to access the global variable inside the local, how to access the global variable inside the and how to modify that variable, we will see in the we will see in this next program. First copy this and copy this program. This is the example one. This is the example two. First, I'm taking one element like my string. I'm taking my element like my name. I can take that name. So my name. I'm taking that name element. Here I'm given that Jagdish. Here I given that Jagdish. After that, I'm calling this one. Yeah, I'm calling my info. My info. Here I'm printing the my name. Get info. Get info name. If you try to call this function, if you try to call this function, see on test.py. See, I got the Jagdish. If you print also here my name, my name, you will get the same answer. See, Python test.py. My get is the function scope. Function scope calling is my name is a global. Globally we are calling this Jagdish we call. If you try to access the, if you try to give name is equals to kernel, kernel, kernel Jagdish, kernel Jagdish like. If you try to change in the function itself, some condition or some uh, due to some due to some condition, I have changed my name to Kernel Jagdish. If we call this function, if we call this function, we call this function, but get info changed the kernel Jagdish, still my name, that global variable. This is taking the this is taking the Jagdish only. How to change this name to kernel Jagdish also? If you want to change the global also kernel Jagdish, there is a one keyword called global keyword called global. We are calling that key. We using that keyword. We are making that name here. If you take if you take like this, we are making this global name into that our function. And if you want to change this name, you can change here. Kernel Jagdish. I have changed it like a kernel Jagdish. My info. If you try to execute this one, if you try to execute this one, Karnal Jagdish, get info Karnal Jagdish is changed. My name Karnal Jagdish. I got like this. Not only this, Karnal instead of Major Jagdish, Major, Major Jagdish. See, Major Jagdish. I got. If you try to uh, do here instead of that name, here I am changing that Karnal Jagdish. See here. Okay, if you execute, no problem here also. See, Major Jagdish is still with Major Jagdish only. After calling, I have changed it is changed to the Colonel Jagdish. If you change this name of before calling, see the output. Python test.py. Get info is Major Jagdish and my name is Major Jagdish. This is Colonel Jagdish. We changed it to Major Jagdish. Still, it is changed to Major Jagdish. If you want to see the ID also, ID of name, ID of name, still same only. You want to see ID of name and ID of name. See this Python test.py. See IDs we got the same. It's different. Okay, okay, okay. I have tried to change it here. Okay, if you not market, okay, I have changed it due to the change. Yeah, I got that ID is changed. If you try to see, okay, here also remove this one. See, ID I got saved 9956976 Jagdish I got. ID is same, name also same. This one is the second. This is the global scope. Global scope example. If you do not disturb this global scope, if I give a name here, name is equal to Karnal Jagdish. But I don't want to disturb my local scope, but still I want to change my global scope. Here, there is a function called globals. Function is there. If we try to print this function itself, actually this function will return the or the function is returns the object. See, if we try to explore, see this function is returns the object or map. Sorry, dictionary. So, actually, I'm the concept of JavaScript. That's why I'm getting that check. Dictionary. You see hyphen name like this like. There is a one name what is name called. I am able to access this name. If you try to access this name, I'm going to change it. Access and change using the keyword. See how to access. I'm going to access and change that. I'm going to like do like globals of function of name and here change this into major Jagdish. Major Jagdish. Like this you change. Still see after changing this one, I'm going to remove this ID. See, kernel check this I got, may this one also changed. In the function itself, some condition in the function itself only, I have changed this name, this global name using this global function. In the global function, it returns the like a dictionary. In this dictionary, there is a keyword called name. Using this keyword, I have access to this keyword and I have updated or modified this name like name value, this major Jagdish to major Jagdish. Major Jagdish. Jagdish to major Jagdish. Not only major Jagdish, you can take here, you can take like S.A. Jagdish. C. C. Python. S.A. Jagdish. You can modify this name. I'm going to take another number, age I'm taking here, 34. If you try to print this, my age, my age. If you try to see age I'm accessing, but age is taken from the global age. Age is accessing this global. If you try to access the age equals to 20. See, I got this 24 from the local scope. If you try to change this in the globals, this is the globals. equals age equals to 28. And I have to check this 28. See, I have changed my name and my age, my name and my age here. This global variables I access using the global function. I have changed this one. This one we have to like this. We can change the global variables without affecting the local variables. One more concept is like built-in functions. One more concept is like built-in, sorry, built-in, not built-in functions. One more concept is like built-in scopes. Built-in scope is there like that variables are built-in scope in that variables are functions able to access in the any program. That the built-in scope is there. Functions will have the built-in scope. Sorry, one second, friends, I'm repeating. Built-in scope means that built-in there is a some like built-in functions and built-in modules are available. We'll able to access the anywhere in the program or anywhere in the program. Not only one program, we can able to access that into the any program. Right. The built-in scope, the built-in scope consider like what are the built-in scope means what are the built-in scope variables means like our uh, like print function, these are the print function and id function, type function, like these are the like not only these or whether keywords like reserved keywords means true and false and import and is not only the 34 reserved keywords are present. How to see the reserved keywords from KW list from the keyword from KW list sorry import to list import import keyword in keyword list. See if you want to see the keywords. Now want to import KW list from import KW list from keyword print of KW list. Actually, I have taken this one from KW list import keyword print KW list uh, from keyword, sorry, from keyword KW list import KW list. See, now we will able to access. Okay, I got it. See, false, none, true, and as asset, async and await, these are break and class, continue, defer, del, elif, else, except, finally, for, from, global, these are all. These all are built-in scope, inbuilt. Not only this, print function. and id function. These are this print function and id function and the type function and set function. These are all our built-in functions and the dict function and the list function and tuple function and and the same some other also there. These are all our built-in scopes. These are all built-in scope. Will be able to access these are all from the anyway. So like any program in the this any program, not only one program, we can able to access without importing. But if you try to access this I have declared one. I have declared one name like here. Jagdish, like I'm saying Jagdish only. If you try to access this in another program, I'm not able to access. If you try to access, I make it into the path. I'm like, I have to do some setups like this. I make it into the path and I'm trying to import this file. I'm able to access that into like a module. I'm trying to create a one module and I'm trying to access this name. We will see the what is the concept of the modules and packages. And if we make that into the not able to access these things, that built-in scope means like built-in functions, there are built-in modules without importing or uh, without importing, we are able to access that. We are able to access the functions or variables directly here in the any program. In the any program, those things will have that built-in scopes. First one is, what is a scope? A scope is a region or area of a program where a particular declared variable or defined function are able to visible or accessible in the region only. Types of the scopes. There is a global scope, local scope, and built-in scope. Global scope means if you declare the any variable or number or anything. Uh, Unlike any variables we have declared in the global, we can able to access that variable in the entered in the anywhere like functions also we can able to access that variable in the functions or uh, anywhere in the variable. If you try to see the local scope means if you declare one variable like in the function itself. That variable is particular to the function only. We cannot able to access in the outside the function. I have not seen that function. Okay, we will see the function. If you declare name, okay, name means John. I have changed my something. If you try to, if you try to create one name, Smith, my something, my something. If you try to access this name without creating this one, first access this name, mine something. I'm going to call this function. See, I'm able to access that name. If you try to global, see, I'm able to access it in the John in the global also, that name in the global also. If I create same name in the local, I make it as a Smith. See this. That my something is written the Smith and global is written the John. If you try to create one more different name, age I have created, here I make it as a 34. I'm going to access this age in the both in the local and global also. My something here I'm make it as a name, my something name and my something age. Here, see before First, I execute this program. See, age I got my something function age name my something function age is equals to 30 for global John. See, if you try to access the name age, sorry, not name age, global. If it is a global name, is a global age, global age. See, we will get the error called name error. Name age is not defined in the global. See, global age. Age is not defined. We are getting the name error. Age is age is not defined. Defined error we got. Copy this and paste it here. Like this is a local scope. Local scope means if we created that variable variable inside the function, we are not able to access that variable outside the function. We are able to access that are visible to the variable inside the function only. We are not able to access are visible to the outside of the function. If your function completes, if the function completes that execution and function calling it completes, that variables present in the local or local scope, it will vanish or delete that variables. That's why that variables are not visible to the globally. Next one is built-in scope means what are built-in scope means built-in modules and functions will be have the built-in scope like print ID and type and that reserved keywords. What are these are all have the built-in scope means we are not able to declare that without declaring or without importing that modules or functions. We can able to access that module that keywords or functions in the any program itself. Those are called built-in scopes. Next thing we are able to see the what is the module, how to create module, and what are the built-in modules are there. There are something that built-in modules like random module, date module, and uh, we will see the other modules also the next class. If you like my content, please like and subscribe and support my channel.